Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, let's talk about something that's been quietly brewing in the AFC North, but which could have seismic repercussions for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You probably already heard about the blockbuster trade involving Jalen Ramsey moving to the Steelers, a move that's been making waves across the league. But what's often overlooked in all this buzz, what could be the real game changer, is what this trade means for the Steelers' secondary and more specifically their safety position. See, when the Steelers traded Minkah Fitzpatrick to Miami to land Ramsey, it wasn't just about upgrading the defense. It created a pretty noticeable gap at safety. Minkah Fitzpatrick, for those of you who follow the team closely, has been a cornerstone, a player that makes the secondary tick. Losing him wasn't just a simple trade. It leaves a hole that the Steelers need to fill if they want to stay competitive, especially in a division as tough as the AFC North, where every single play counts and every secondary mismatch can be exploited. Looking at the current roster, the Steelers have Juan Thornhill and Deshaun Elliott as their primary safeties. Both are solid players, no doubt about it, but the team is clearly aiming higher. Behind them, there's Miles Kilbrew and Quindell Johnson, who are more like developmental or depth options at this point. But for a team that's serious about contending for the playoffs, and especially a team with Super Bowl ambitions, having a reliable, experienced safety who can come in and make an immediate impact is absolutely crucial. And that's where Justin Simmons enters the picture. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Justin Simmons, isn't he still a free agent? Well, yes, but that's precisely what makes this story so interesting. Simmons has been very selective about where he wants to play, and he's made it clear that he's looking to join a team that's a legit contender, someone who's got a real shot at winning now. And folks, the Steelers, with all they've done this offseason, have checked all those boxes. They've added veteran talent across the board: Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, Darius Slay, and DK Metcalf, all of them seasoned players who bring leadership, talent, and a hunger to win. It's evident that the Steelers aren't just rebuilding, they're going all in, trying to make a serious push this season. For Justin Simmons, that's a huge selling point. Playing alongside a team with a serious veteran core, with a quarterback like Rodgers leading the charge, and a defense that's been bolstered significantly, makes the Steelers an attractive destination. Simmons is no stranger to the league. He's been a consistent performer over 9 seasons, and although he's not in the absolute prime of his career anymore, his experience, football IQ, and ability to find himself around the ball are still top-notch. Over his career, Simmons has accumulated 32 interceptions and 34 pass breakups, and last season with the Atlanta Falcons, he proved that he can still perform at a high level, allowing just 278 yards over 22 receptions, with 2 interceptions and 4 pass breakups. These are impressive numbers for a safety that can still bring the heat, and they highlight why the Steelers should be seriously considering bringing him in. But it's not just about numbers. It's about the presence he would bring to the secondary, a veteran voice in the locker room, a player who can step in and stabilize things immediately. The Steelers need that kind of leadership and reliability at safety, especially now, with the division as fierce as it is, and the AFC as a whole becoming more competitive every year. The AFC North has always been a tough nut to crack, with the Ravens, Bengals, and Browns all fielding formidable squads, but with the Steelers making these aggressive moves, they're signaling that they're not just here to compete, they're here to dominate. And let's not forget the broader picture. The Steelers' offensive side is also evolving, with Rodgers bringing a new energy to the team. That, combined with the veteran additions on defense, indicates a team that's building not just for this season but for sustained success. The goal is clear: to get back to the Super Bowl, to reclaim their spot among the league's elite, and to do it with a defense that's versatile, experienced, and ready to shut down any opponent. Now, you might be wondering, what's the impact of adding a player like Simmons? Well, besides the immediate upgrade at safety, It sends a message to the rest of the league and to the fans that the Steelers are serious about winning. They're not just relying on their draft picks or developing young players. They're bringing in proven veterans who know what it takes to succeed under pressure. Simmons's ability to read plays, make crucial interceptions, and deliver consistent performances will be vital, especially in close games, where a single play can change the course of a season. And for fans of the Steelers, this move represents hope. Hope that this team, which has a rich history of success and a passionate fan base, can get back to their winning ways. It's been a few seasons since they truly looked like a dominant force, but with these moves, especially the potential signing of Justin Simmons, the picture is changing. The AFC North is arguably the most competitive division in the NFL right now, and the Steelers are positioning themselves to be at the top of that hierarchy once again. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet. Simmons remains a free agent, and the Steelers will have to make the final call, but the fit is almost perfect. His veteran presence, his skill set, and his desire to join a contender align perfectly with what Pittsburgh is building. It's a strategic move that could pay huge dividends if it comes to fruition, and it's something fans should be watching closely as the offseason unfolds. The Steelers' front office has shown they're not afraid to make bold moves, and bringing in Justin Simmons could be the next big step towards reclaiming their spot as AFC North champions and ultimately Super Bowl contenders. So, as we look forward to the upcoming season, keep an eye on this story. Because if the Steelers manage to sign Simmons, it could be one of those moves that defines their season, adding that extra layer of experience and reliability that could make all the difference in their quest for a championship. And with the roster they're assembling with Rodgers, Ramsey, and now potentially Simmons, the Steelers are sending a clear message. They're not just here to participate, they're here to win, and they're doing everything possible to make that happen. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing? Do you think Justin Simmons is the missing piece to help this team finally get over the hump and contend for Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, this story isn't over yet. The offseason is just getting started, and there's plenty more to come. I'll be back soon with even more updates on the Steelers. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the spirit alive as we gear up for what promises to be an exciting season ahead.